There's a story behind why we're here in front of this picture today in the waiting room. And the other day we had one of the patients or a family member was looking at the painting and said, "Oh, that makes me feel so sad." And so Janet came to me and said, "We need to get rid of that painting in the waiting room." And I said, "No, we're not going to get rid of the painting in the waiting room. Okay, it's one of the most important paintings for physicians in history. This is called The Doctor, and it was painted in 1891 by a painter called Luke Fildes, F-I-L-D-E-S. And ironically, he understood this situation because in 1877 he had a son, Philip, who died of typhoid. And so you can see that there's a tremendous amount of emotion in the painting. Now I want to just make a couple of points about the painting and why it's so important to me. The first of all is that the light, if you notice that the light is on two of the objects. One is on the doctor's face, okay? This is Victorian England, and then the light is on the child. And the child obviously is ill. Whether or not the child is dying, we don't know. But at that time, to have a child this sick, the child is probably dying. We see the mother over here with her head down. She can't watch because to have a child this sick must be, a torment. And then the father is there, and he's got one hand on his wife's shoulder. And then he's looking back with some of the reflection at the doctor and this poor child. Now, the irony of this whole situation is that this doctor can't do one thing for this patient. This is well before vaccines, well before any type of antibiotic. And yet, here he is, sitting in this room, staring at this child with this consternation on his face, this benevolence, this compassion, this desire to help this child. During this time, doctors were revered. The fact that he would be in their home, this was a tribute to them, and so why does this mean so much? It's very much like what we do here. Okay. I don't have any more opportunity or any potential to help the people that I take care of than this doctor did right here. In 1905, Alzheimer's made the diagnosis in a woman called Auguste Deter, and I don't have any more potential to help the course of the disease than he did in 1905. But somehow that this tremendous respect that this doctor has from these people, even though he couldn't do anything, I have that same feeling from the patients that I take care of. Now I can help them with depression, and I can help them with anxiety and the sort of despair that they have. I can help a little bit with that. But I feel a tremendous bond, a telepathy almost, with this character here, because this is what I do. I watch people as they get sick, and I'm just there. I'm there at the beginning, and most of the time I'm there at the end. And the patients that I have been there for them, they know I can't do anything for Alzheimer's or related dementias, but the bond that we have transcends that. And I feel just like this doctor. I'd love to be able to help this child, but I look at this man's face and I see everything that's good about physicians. And the irony is that right now physicians have such little respect. We can do more than we've ever done before. You can go to an emergency room and the doctors there can fix almost everything that's wrong, but yet people go out of there and they're mad at them. it's kind of strange, isn't it? And I think it has to do with this face, this time, this moment where he's there and he cares as much about that child as they do. So that's what this painting is all about.